I'm Fran. I'm the director at TastEd. I'm lucky enough to have been with the charity for 5 years, so I actually joined just under a year after it was founded. So I've had the opportunity to see it grow from its really early days to where we are now, which is working with schools and nurseries all across the UK and seeing lots of children benefit from the work we're doing. So TastEd is on a mission to get children to learn to love eating fruits and vegetables. What we see in the UK is that children really aren't eating enough fruit and veg. There's stats like less than 9% of children actually eat 5 a day, even though the 5 a day campaign's been around for over 20 years now. We all know it, children know it, adults know it. It doesn't mean we do it. So at TastEd, what we believe is that children need the opportunity to become familiar with foods, to get to explore them, to get to see them, and to learn to love them. And often food education in schools can really focus on the theory of healthy food. So it can talk about not only 5 a day, but we should be eating less salt, we should be eating more vegetables. And so we believe that rather than schools focusing on this, children should have the opportunity to discover new flavours, to see lots of different foods, to experience what they smell like, to experience the textures. Well, we basically offer 2 types of support to schools. All our lessons and PowerPoints and all the resources to support teachers deliver TastEd lessons online and always have been online, but we needed a more user-friendly, more interactive platform where teachers had a better experience. They're very time poor. Our previous system was very hands-on, it was very manual. So actually a system where teachers could really easily access all the resources they need to deliver lessons was really vital for us. And then we also we offer in-person training, and we offer online training, so training videos and training. We wanted to offer more online training, and we're a small charity, so we needed a system to support us to do that, because we can't go and deliver in-person training to every school. There's 20,000 primary schools in the UK, we can't do that. So being able to offer those 2 different options for different schools, depending on what kind of level of support they need, is really important. And that's why we can work with 2,000 teachers versus 200. Spoke to a few different, we did a bit of research about what might work for us. Moodle seemed, I think the thing that really made us want to work with Synergy was that the team really made an effort to understand our needs. Obviously each organisation will use Moodle in a different way, and in some ways ours might not be the most traditional, because the end beneficiary is the child who is not on Moodle, but our teachers have this really amazing platform where they can access everything they need. So for us, it was the team being Synergy seemed really supportive and understanding of what we wanted to achieve, understanding we were a small organisation, so understanding our limitations to some extent and showing what they could support us with. Yeah, the Spark theme is great in that I think it makes it much easier for us to customise each of the pages that teachers are using, so they're able to easily access the specific resource they need. They might be doing a Year 5 lesson and it's all about berries, so they can really easily find that, but we can also add elements that enable them to navigate around to know all the other kind of lessons and resources that are available to them. And I think, again, as a small charity, having that something that isn't too technical, because we don't have lots of in-house technical knowledge, but something we can use quite easily to customise without having to come back to Synergy every single time to ask a question of can you do this, can you do that? And it just looks really slick. So from our perspective as a small charity, it kind of helps build schools' confidence in us as a professional organisation, which is really great. What I would say is that we don't get much feedback about the platform, which I think is a very positive experience, because we don't have people struggling to find what they need, which we might have had historically. We don't have people struggling to log in or understand where it's going. The feedback we have is that the resources are great. The resource hub, which is what we call the platform when teachers see it, is great. And what I think the thing we've found really beneficial in terms of using Moodle is being able to have a two-way conversation with teachers. So we're actually getting teachers respond to messages that we're putting out onto Moodle and having a kind of more of a two-way interaction, which is really great. So in terms of our future, our real aim is to just work with more schools and nurseries across the UK. As mentioned, we have about 2,000 practitioners signed up to our platform, but what we want to do is work with about 5% of the schools and nurseries across the UK. So we've got quite a lot of work to do, but we're getting so much positive feedback from the schools and nurseries we currently work with. We see that as where we're going. In terms of the platform, what we want to do is ensure that that Moodle and our resource hub, as we call it, is even more interactive. So at the moment, some of the resources, the teachers might download them, or they might use a resource but not interact with it as much as I know is possible. So I think there's a real opportunity to make our learning online options even more user-friendly, even more interactive, even more engaging. So we're quite excited to do that.